Good day, ma'am. This is the Chapter 6 report, Promotion of Local and Oral History and Other Related Topics. Presented here are the learning outcomes after this report. I am your reporter, Michelle G. Tabasa. So there is this history professor who visited Lokban, Quezon and asked some students about the names of the church which is just beside the school they are attending. Nagsabat tayong mga students nga awa kuno sanda kasayon. This incident reflects the importance of local history in education. Kumbaga, acknowledge datong mga students sa name itsimbahan nga una mismo sa andang kinaistaran because the learnings that they are earning from the school focuses mainly on national history with a Manila-centric perspective. Do Manila-centric perspective nga nga ginahambay, parang they are excluding some ideas nga bukod it related sa Manila. It's like instilling biases when it comes to acknowledging ideas nga makapadevelop pakunta sa local history. Churchill stated that by studying local history, we are creating a way for the foundation of national history. He is emphasizing the national history is nothing without local history, which is definitely true kasi it's always the smallest pieces of information that makes an idea have substance. Local history isn't just for the benefit of its own people, but it has to be known by broader audiences. Kasi sa incident niya to kaina with the students and the history professor, it highlights that most of the people living in their own locality do not have a single idea about its history. Hinambal pa ni Bonkan nga bukanit malisad sa sangkatawo mag-appreciate sa anang country when one really loves and understands their own town. Kasi you will never appreciate something kung wa man sa imong isip nga i-appreciate ato man ang place. So, a simple act of following the laws or even giving respect to places nga sacred or important sa duyong place hay nagapakita gon nga sang katawo nga to hay may love sa datong place. Do story nga to nga gin-mention kaina hay nagapakita nga it is important for us to develop an understanding about local or national history. Pero bukod niyang man nabi it kita nga mga students ro need no or dapat niya studyhan gyud ro local history nga ra. It's not also just about the teachers, but it has to be everyone. Kasi if bisan may sambato nga hindi kayang mag-intindi sa mga makarayang context, it will take some time bago ma-fully appreciate ag maintindihan kung hamaan necessary kata niya magkaroon it deeper understanding when it comes to the country's cultures, histories, and so much more. Understanding the meaning and importance of local and oral history. So, Renata defined local history as an idea that is only limited to a specific place or region. But it's not merely an idea that is less of importance because it contains information like names, history, and the contribution nga tinao it datong mga specific things para ma-develop to local history. Sturtevant defined local history as the collective experiences of people from the past that is based on written documents. So for Sturtevant, local history is gathered or made through people's past experiences. So pwedeng ma-include iya mga battles and mga stories of successes and fights nga gin-agyan it datong mga tawo. Oral history is duyon do gagamit kita it mouth and tongue to deliver information verbally. Some examples of oral history hay folk songs, folk tales, epics, and myths. This is used to gather data nga bukod it present sa isang written document. So there are few people who give meaning to oral history. According to Sturtevant, oral history is for non-literate groups. When we say non-literate groups, this is someone who is unable to read and write. Kasi diba before during pre-Hispanic era, although there was a presence of writing, which is ginatawag natin niya alibata, not everyone is fortunate enough nga maka-access sa manduyon. If you can remember, we are composed of thousands of islands and that our boundaries are these huge bodies of waters. Kaya hamba ni Sturtevant nga oral history is for non-literate groups kasi they weren't able to understand text and can't write. These were then passed down from generations to generations until people were able to read and to write. Other three people defined oral history. For Tan, oral history is important because it created inclusivity within the country. It made diverse communities unite despite the presence of barriers such as in beliefs and tradition. I believe that one example kung hamba ni Tandaya ay kasi even if you are from a different culture, we are still sharing something in common, which is do oral history nga ginatawag. Like for example, I am from Aklan and I met someone from Batangas. Despite the differences in culture, we are able to communicate and share ideas in relation to oral history. That is how powerful oral history is. For Agoncillo, oral history are testimonies from elderly. It can be from anyone older na kung sa CNHI sandara naka-experience it mga natabo before and gina-istorya nanda sa andang younger generations. Or this can be from someone nga nakaligtas man sa mga battles or was once an army ag nagsabak sa gyera tapos ay imuang manasagadayon do nakauli. Starr, a founder of oral history movement, defined oral history related to Agoncillos because it involves recorded interview or testimony that contains valuable information from the past. So this information are crucial in defining oral history because they became solid evidences kasi they came from primary sources. The importance of local and oral history to national development. For Tan, local and oral history are basic to autonomy or independence or freedom because for him, oral and local history helps in the development of not just the national history but it discovers heritage that are far known. Aside from oral and local history, Tan also emphasizes history that records meaningful arts, preserve memories and values, and a source of strength and inspiration. Knowing local history helps in discovering and understanding battles and successes of before. Kumbaga, through local history, we are able to know nga may mga natabo gali nga mga makara before ag kung ano ro mga past experiences bukod niyang it mga tao kundi pati man do mga places ag what is behind those monuments nga pinatindog. Cruz cited local history as a field that can revise major interpretations in Philippine history. Haman na-revise kasi may mga information na sa history nga lihis sa minutuod nga natabo. May mga times man niya ibaro data nga nagagather mismo sa mga local places versus sa written works nga nakasulat sa national history. Local history supports historical researchers and promotes people-centered history. Kumbaga sa local history, hay bukan niyang it sa mga places imo nagaikot, but it also highlights people's struggles. Pantayong Pananaw by Sus Salazar also helped local history. Iya hinamba nga it emphasizes Filipino-centered history. It is more of maka-Filipino nga bukod nimo it same sa other works nga parang naging center do mga foreign countries like Spain which is more than 300 years katon nga nagsakop. This movement also helped increase the interest of people when it comes to local and oral history. How to start writing local and oral history. Step 1 is all about knowing what you want to write. It is about a certain person, place, event, or tradition or culture. Step 2 is about methodology. This is if you want your research to be quantitative, qualitative, or mixed. This is to ensure your findings are reliable and valid. Step 3 is where you will find sources for your work. This can be done through interviews or searching the web for related articles. This is crucial because this helps tighten your research about a certain topic of your choice. Data analysis is crucial because it helps in validating your research. You have to make sure that data you are gathering is really true and reliable. Qualities of a good local history. First is originality. This is about offering new ideas about certain things. Hindi siya basta-basta nga copy-paste lang. You have to find something new, pero syempre it still needs backup proofs. Second is historical value. Ambangan ay may saysay. You are not there to tell something common, agwa man it value. Kasi hindi ron mahambal nga good. It should answer the where, how, what, and why question. So that the mga readers or listeners ay hindi maguluhan ag hindi magkaroon itgap sa mga information nga nabubuo nanda. Reading number 55, Oral and Local History, An Appraisal by Teodoro A. Agoncillo. Oral history existed long before here in the Philippines. Umpisa pa kat bago ma-discover ni Magellan the Philippines ay may oral history guta kita. Diyon do ginahambal nga pa sa lindila. Kumbaga from generations to generations, hasta nga hasakop kita it Spain ag nakamit to independence. This oral history helped children learn and understand events of pre- and post-revolutionary period. It tackles not just how they were overcome, but also the abuse they need to experience bago nakamit do kalayaan. Regret over lack of technology. Kasi only if may mga recorders sa before or mga cellphones, madali ka kunta makabuhit evidences kasi i-record mo gang tapos ay may mabuo ka nga information. Although may mga written documents nga na-recover, parang iba gihapon kapag bro ni mo nga napapamatian. Agoncillo stated nga oral history should not be limited to mere facts kasi parang for him, dal imo pamatian. Kasi hinambaw pa na nga storytellers bring history to life. So if pure facts lang do pag hinambagon, parang it has no difference sa written documents. Oral history should provide not mere event but should capture the experience and moment. There is a challenge in writing Filipino-centered history. Most recorded data ay limited to point of view it mga Filipino. Parang mas highlighted ito do perspective it mga colonizers. Although may mga letters nga Filipino-centered like sa ay Dr. Rizal, it's not enough to cover Filipinos POV. So malisod or challenging mag-ubra it mga writings nga Filipino-centered. Function of oral history is not just to provide facts, but it should capture the atmosphere of historical periods. For example, during the Japanese occupation, we don't just tell nga nag-agtasandaya sa Philippines, we have to show kung ano ro naging paghihirap it mga Filipinos before. How were they when Japanese soldiers came? Oral history captures the feelings like fears, joy, excitement, agony, not just the fact nga nagbarilan, may inaway, or may namatay. It captures the feeling of wanting to give up because of losing someone but needs to hold on and fight for the country. While oral history provides imaginative insights, it is important to know nga bukod ni tanan nga na interview ay vivid gidro memory. Kasi we know man nga memory fades with time. May mga times nga sakto doon natatao nga mga happenings pero nalilipatan yon kung amat do mga dates kung kano dato nangyari. Major setback of local history writing was when over 80,000 municipal documents ay nasamad. Although may mga reproduced works, it is not enough to cover tanan nga mga provinces. Kaya mas lalong naglisod o pag-usoy it mga evidences ag sources. Complaint that national historians ignores local history ay parang off gid-a. Kasi although cover it national history ro local, bukod man gihapon sanda, it's same kasi they have different focuses. Both local and national historians ay necessary when it comes to writing Philippine history. Bukod niyang gid abiit national historians to may saga kung mga may uwa man na na-include yung mga local works kasi may mga instances nga kugang or saga ro sources nga gina-provide it national ay it local historians. All in all, local and oral history is crucial for the creation of national history. Both serves as a testament of Filipino struggles and resistance during the occupation of colonizers here in the Philippines. Thank you.